want to talk about creative control. Creative control. Back in the day, the good old days, Diesel and Razor jumped ship and went to WCW, and they were brought in and they had creative control. Hulk Hogan had creative control, which means that if he didn't want to do something that Eric Bischoff or the writers wanted him to do, he wasn't going to do it because he had creative control of his contract. He was, killing everybody, beating everybody. A certain amount of power gets to one's head when they have creative control. This doesn't work for me, brother. Hogan, I'm going to need for you to drop the title to Jared. Listen, doesn't work for me, brother. And in that instance, you would have to do like a screw job or something like that. Not to say that that's what happened to Bret, because Bret would drop the championship to anybody at the 1997 Survivor Series. But, he had some creative control. But then Vince fucked them over in the end. Now, I say that to say this about Mercedes. Mercedes has 6 championships now. I don't even know the names of these belts. The only belt that I know is the TBS championship. Now she got the CMLL championship. I don't know why Tony is allowing this to happen, allowing someone to just take the division hostage like she has, because ever since Mercedes came to AEW, no other woman on that roster has been elevated. No one. They are in the exact same place as they've been when they got signed. Look at Chris Statlander. She was TBS champion. She should have been built up to be the women's world champion. And she's doing absolutely nothing. Is she going to join John Moxley's group? It was teased like a week or so ago when Willa Yuta came up to her and started talking to her. What about Megan Bain? Somebody who they just used for a quick program with Tony Storm, and now she's just back to doing nothing. Penelope Ford, Anna Jay, Queen Aminata, Deonna Purrazzo, Camille, all these women that they have over there who could really be something. Sky Blue. They got a lot of talent over there. Thunder Rosa is just, it hurts my heart how they do her. Because this woman is kind of like the MVP that they have over there, but look at what she's been relegated to. Ring of Honor. Even she said it. Do I have to shake my tits to get on TV? Mercedes is hurting the women's division than helping it. And now she's finna go to All In, and she's finna win that championship. You think that they finna put all the belts on this woman if she's not finna win that championship? It's really hurting their business. It's really hurting their business. And she doesn't need it. She doesn't look right with all these fucking belts on. She's walking out there with all these titles on. They're heavier than her. She's tiny. Now, if she was brought in the right way, put some of these girls over that don't have the exposure, that don't have the time, talk to them, build them up. But no, Mercedes came in there and she's taken every available TV time. She's beaten everyone from Ring of Honor to AEW. There's nobody that she hasn't beat on that roster. What does that say about going forward when it comes to challengers for these championships? Because they've already been beaten. So you're going to try to have a 2-week program to build one of these ladies up so that she can go and challenge her. She has all the fucking titles. And she's going to have all these championships at All In. Beg the question and have to ask the question of why. What is this doing? It's not doing anything for the segments that she's on. It's not doing anything for the people that she's putting down. This woman hasn't lost a singles match since she's gotten there. That's the problem. She's selfish. Trying to charge people money just to talk to you. What's the reason for her to beat that girl at CMLL? Why? Why would CMLL want their champion to lose to Mercedes. I wouldn't have okayed that, but she just has to have the championship. She has to have it. She's just got to have it. Mercedes Hogan is running wild, and it's not going to stop. That's why this company is the way that it is, because these people are running it. And Tony Khan is so giggity and so excited because he's a fanboy of all these people that he's allowing all of this stuff to happen. Meanwhile, he's in terrible trouble if and when they divide WB up and certain companies go to this side and certain companies go to that side. What if somebody looks at AEW, they're not drawing any ratings, they're just taking up all this money? Get rid of them. And it's because of people like Mercedes Moné taking all of this spotlight and all of this shine. Why is this woman even here? See, the funny thing about the spotlight is that you can never let it go. You always want it. See, in WWE, Sasha Banks was never the girl. She was never the girl. She was somebody that people liked and people wanted to get behind, but Charlotte was the girl, just like Rhea Ripley is the girl now. You have to play your role in whatever that you have to do to get someone over. You have to do the job. It's the right of the business. It's not your time. But over in AEW, Mercedes is looked at as she was a Charlotte, and that's all she wanted. This is all what she wanted all along, to be the number one woman in a wrestling promotion. But how did you get that? You got that off of your WWE name. Over in AEW, you're the biggest woman there, name-wise. She's even bigger than Toni Storm. So you're going to use your ego, your stroke, and your creative control to always be front and center. And it's wrong. It's wrong. What do these women have to do? What do they have to do to get anywhere, to make it? To make it, by God. And it's not fair and it's not right. And that's why no one can get over. That's why women don't have enough time on TV. That's why they don't have enough charisma. They don't have anybody. They don't have anybody that's over there that's captivating in the women's division. I like the act of Toni Storm, but it's going nowhere. It's been proven not to do anything in ratings, draw anything. I don't even see no Toni Storm merchandise. I don't see anything like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. She has merchandise? But the problem that they're going to run into with Mercedes, that she has all of these championships. You're going to have to defend these titles. You're going to have to defend these championships. New Japan was like, listen, I need that championship for one of my girls over here. So let's put her in a multi-man match. She ain't got to lose, but I need my belt over here, Chief. And they took that fucking belt back. These other smaller promotions, these independent promotions that she has this title with, they're going to be like, well, we don't really have anybody here because all of our women are more up-and-comers. I'll let her, she can have the championship. It'd be good exposure for us. But what does that do for you? What does that do for the women that's on your roster who needs this championship? Anna Jay needs the TBS championship. Queen Aminata needs to be a top challenger for that championship. Megan Bain should be a champion by now. She should be the TBS champion. There's many other women that are over in AEW that should be in a better position than what they are at right now. And the person that you have to blame is Mercedes. And you think she fucking cares? This woman doesn't care. She's getting paid multi-million dollars a year by Tony Khan. Mercedes, Okada, and Will Ospreay was Tony's big grab, paying a lot of money for him. And when you're getting paid a lot of money to just work one day a week, why not? Why not? Why the fuck not? And a little bit, I don't even, listen, get your money, boo-boo. Get your money. She met a boyfriend over there, the Beast Mortos. You know, the guy that just comes out there every week just to fill time on TV. You know, that girl ain't worried about nothing. But here comes All In. All In is coming in, and it's going to knock you in your fucking face. And when that woman wins that championship at All In, Mercedes Hogan strikes again.